Welcome back to the NRL Fantasy Flog for round 21. Which coincides with the first week of our head-to-head competitions finals.
Big week, mate.
Yeah, big week.
Massive week.
And obviously we'll cover off all that stuff later on, but first we'll recap last round.
I'm JL, by the way. This is Rayner.
Oh, you should know by now.
Give us a follow.
It's round 21.
Give us a subscribe. No one's watching this time of year.
Send cash.
Although, there's a lot of... I think you get a bit of information out of this round, maybe, this week.
What do you mean?
Nah, probably not.
Nah.
Just the people who are in our league. How'd you go last week?
1,011.
Yeah, nice.
Moved up into 800 and something place. Not that I care about overall, but still going up the rankings, which is good.
Very good. Could have been a bit bigger.
Could have been stuffed up my captaincy again.
I think that was the issue for a lot of teams.
50-50 of Cook and Smith, which I think everyone's having at the moment.
Yep. I had similar. I was just over 1,000. I actually picked Cook as my captain.
Nice.
But I stuffed up my loopholes. And I think I said earlier in the year.
Made a trade too when you didn't need to.
I think I said earlier in the year, it happens at least once or twice, where you where I stuff around with it and change things and then
Don't roll it back.
and then forget to change it back. So what happened was one of the nights I was stuffing around, made a change, got rid of Brimson, and brought in a red dot for loophole options. And then my missus is like, put the phone down, we're watching a movie. And I was like, fine, I'll come back to it. I fell asleep through the movie and obviously forgot about it the next morning, and then the team started to play and I couldn't roll it back. I couldn't do any of my loophole options. Yeah. So
it's made worse because Arrow only got like 25, 28 or whatever.
He was the obvious loophole option. I would have taken Manasi for now 60s odds. So that cost me 40 points as well. Yeah, so the moral of the story is probably why the footy...
Don't fiddle with it.
No, while the footy season's on, just maybe move out of home or something so you're isolated.
Oh, don't let people distract you.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Hope my wife isn't watching this.
She's not. No one is.
Cool. So this week, the theme of the week is...
Rivalries, I think it was. Because we're playing each other, obviously, in the first week of the finals.
Yeah, it's finals as well, so there'll be a few head-to-head, obviously, clashes, and we couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah.
There's no suburban games or anything, so...
Cool.
Alrighty. Should we get into the last week's results first?
Yeah, I think we should.
Apples and spuds.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Golden apples and dirty spuds.
Alrighty.
Doing it.
Round 20, apples. I'll just run through them real quick. Top place was a Ben Hunt, who's scored a 93.
2 tries.
Yeah, in a losing side. A side that got flogged by the Roosters. So he got number 1, 93. Number 2, Lachlan Fitzgibbon. He's putting up some good scores at the right time of the year. He got a 92.
2 tries as well.
And then everyone's favourite captain that they didn't pick, Davey Cook, 88. Came in third. Latrell Mitchell, 81.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. He absolutely owned Ewan Aiken. 81. Dane Gagai, his best game of the year by far, was 79. Cameron Munster killed it for the Melbourne game against the Raiders, 79. Nathan Cleary. It's been a while since we've seen him in the
Had a good 10
Apples.
minutes. That's all it takes.
Yeah, right at the end of the game. He hasn't been in the Apples since round 1, I believe. So he got 78. Kieran Holland, a couple of tries for him. 74. Marty DePau, 72, which was good.
Start off the bench as well, so...
Yeah, it was weird. I think he got a heap of tackle busts. And then Kelly from Manly as well. Would have thought that name would appear. He rounds out that he Golden Apples with 72 also. In a losing side. It's the Panthers.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking. Unless you hate Manly, which most people do, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, no problems there. So for the Spuds, and probably the worst performance of the whole year in terms of dirty Spud scores was Brad Abbey from Canberra. He played the full 80 minutes and got -6.
How's that happened?
I think at the start of the year, Maloney was
missed tackles.
got a miss. Yeah, well, he got like I think I wrote it down somewhere, but there we go. He got 3 tackles, 2 missed tackles,
errors.
four errors, and he only ran 34 metres.
Nice.
Nice. It's well done, Brad Abbey. David Fusi Tua, bro. He got 4 out of 80 minutes for second place. Heimel Hunt, I think he's the only guy on the list that didn't play 80 minutes. He played 63 minutes, only got 5. Bevan French got 6 points in 80 minutes. Dallin Wateni Zalesniak got 8 in 80 minutes. Brett Morris, he's featured a few times lately, got 10. Jake Clifford, was that his first game of the year? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember seeing him too much. He got 10 points and joined the Dirty Spuds. Well done. Then a couple of Manly players, the usual Brad Parker, 11. Dylan Walker in his return, 11. And then Jimmy Maloney, obviously with Cleary doing a lot more of the work now. He's
going back to doing nothing now. Origin's
exactly,
over.
12, we got 80.
People still have him though. They've still got fairly good ownership of all the people who aren't playing anymore.
So that's the apples and spuds for round 20.
Yeah, no surprises there really.
Nah, we don't need to bang on too much. The round 20 golden 8.
Who won this one?
There are a lot of people with 2.
A
lot of people who had Fafita and Cook.
I had Fafita and Cook.
Shout out to the guys. There was one guy who picked Fitzgibbon, and you know who you are, and there was one bloke who picked Ben Hunt, but you guys still only got 2 points. The winner on 3 points with Fafita, Cleary and Cook was Samuel Kirk. Kirky.
Oh, no.
The 3, well done, mate. Chuck your name up. I think it's the first time you won this year. And you finished 3rd in our league. So we'll look at your team pretty soon. So that's the golden 8 for round 20.
Cool. No surprises there.
Nah.
All the big guns fired.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway.
Alrighty, what's next?
Run through your teams pretty quick too.
Yeah, real quick.
So teams and tips.
So the Thursday night game, the blockbuster at ANZ. Your tip for the Wooden Spoon, the Bulldogs.
Not anymore.
Where's the Broncos?
Yeah, I think Bulldogs are in good form for some reason. I think because I don't want to get the Wooden Spoon. And you knew I'd bet on them. But yeah, there's not a lot. Still, there's the same guys that you'd expect performing there. Reece Martin and it's the only one I look at in that match. McCulloch apparently has been playing with a busted finger and
he's going to have to work through the
Matt
pain.
Gillett's gone now, confirmed for the season, so he won't come back. So Pangai Jr. is probably going to hold on to the edge because Silver's injured too. So
he's got to pass the fitness test too for his.
Oh yeah, they're all busted.
Some part of his leg, hammy, quad, calf.
Lucky they still got the refs on their side though, so they're all good.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Milford's been a little bit quiet lately. I was actually looking at him for a loophole in the halves. Instead of Johnson, just a point of difference, but.
He's a handy one because he can go big, and Brisbane usually play early on the Thursday or Friday. So, I mean, if you want him, go for it. But
got to have trades to do that.
Yeah, it's all about trades now.
Will Hopperati, Kieran Holland are also loophole options.
Yeah.
So is Jermaine Asaka if you already got him.
Yeah. None of them I'd be confident about.
This time of year, and with the finals coming up, I think the talk's all about loophole options.
Well, you don't even need good players now. You need someone who's just going to have one big game.
Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of possibly crazy selections for teams.
For the underdogs, if you got
the underdogs especially.
Yeah.
Or for even loopholes, because you bring in someone who could go big, and then if they don't, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But yeah, who you got this one?
Broncos. I'll go Broncos, and I'll go Milford.
I'll go Bronx as well, and I'll go TPJ.
If he plays.
Even if he doesn't play.
Played 80 minutes. Did he play 80 minutes last week? Or
he's fine.
Played big minutes. But
he played 72.
40. Yeah, 40 odd points. So.
Yeah.
Against the Bulldogs, though, he could run right over Josh Martin and Reece. Josh Jackson and Reece.
Josh Martin.
I don't know about that. Anyway, let's go on to Friday where the Knights play the West Tigers.
Yeah.
So Ponga come back pretty strong.
Yeah, Ponga, Watson, and Pearce are all still on the injury clouds,
Yeah.
but they'll all play.
Yeah, I heard that little play.
Fitzgibbon's a good option.
Killing it at the moment.
Loophole, I would suppose. He's scoring a lot of tries. Relies on the tries for the big scores. So
Yeah.
yes,
Yes, the Tigers.
Tigers might be tough. They're a better defensive unit than most.
They have brought Robbie Rocco back on the bench, so
Yeah, but
probably some points.
they'll
for
drop
him
me out last minute like usual.
if they know what's good for him.
The other one is JJ Felice is playing his first game for the Knights against his old club.
Yeah,
And
nice.
Robbie Farah
Robbie
still
Farah.
one.
It's pretty much. Oh, Masters if you got him in the centres. But,
Masters, yeah.
but yeah, cool.
So I'm tipping Tigers there.
You know the Tigers there.
Yeah,
I'm going the Knights. I think there'll be a Mitch Pearce masterclass.
with Robbie Farah.
Cool. Mitch Pearce, not a bad option in the halves too. If you want to
Yeah, he's
loophole, maybe.
obviously as long as Knights keep scoring points.
Yeah.
Because he's going to get so many kick meters, it's not funny.
Okay, Friday. Let's move on to Rabbits and the Storm. Arguably the biggest game of the week.
Yeah, definitely the biggest game of the week.
Is
Storm
Dan-
are in good form.
It's the battle of the hookers here. The top two hookers. Well, two of the
Yeah,
top
there's
hookers.
two captaincy options all in the same game, so
Is Cook going to get the meters up the middle, the run meters, the breaks?
yeah.
Smith going to... I think this will be a tougher match, so I think Smith will probably do a little bit better. In saying that,
It's hard to judge. I
probably
mean,
still pick Cook. How can
I think it's a coin flip between both of them.
Yeah.
They could both get 60.
Yeah.
And then if they both got the exact same score, that'd be fine by me.
Okay. Angus Crichton, Adam Reynolds. That's about it. Just
Yeah,
Smith
there's-
as well.
Masters are one of those options, like
Yeah.
a loophole sort of. You wouldn't want him as a regular half. He doesn't quite score every week.
Yeah, if it
but
was a dual position, it'd be good, but he's not.
he's not. So.
Anyway. Where you going?
I'm going Storm.
We're going South.
South has got a horrible record against the Storm.
Mm.
And I'm going Munster, actually. I think he'll have a big match.
Really?
Yeah. Just hit run.
I'm going Rabbits because I think they're going to need to lift moving into the end of the season, and they've had a couple of poor games, so this will be the game they lift. And I will go Cook again.
I also might be tipping Munster, so I don't have to tell you which hooker I think will score better. For obvious reasons.
Wow. Yeah. I'll be surprised if you don't pick Cook, to be honest.
I'll be surprised if I don't pick Cook, to be honest. Coming off an 80,
Exactly.
like 88 or whatever it was.
Okay. Let's move on to Saturday early game, where the Dragons play the Warriors at Wynn
Yeah.
Stadium.
Dragons are so up and down. It's hard to.
Yeah,
One minute they're on the
down
slide, the
lately.
next minute they're looking good.
I think
and
this,
they're on the
I think
slide
this
again.
game they're going to look good though.
Well, they did last time they played Warriors when they were both top of the table.
Yeah.
But it was a dodgy match. There was lots of penalties and it was a horrible game to watch.
Okay.
Warriors, their form as well is a bit inconsistent,
Very
putting it
inconsistent.
nicely.
Just like Sean Johnson's.
Obviously, the big ones people are looking at are RTS and Sean Johnson and
Yeah.
Ewan
RTS.
Aitken for
Ben Hunt,
Dragons.
Cam McInnes.
DeBella.
Yeah, he's not
He's
in
not,
the,
he's not quite been. He looks tired. Everyone keeps
yeah,
saying.
he's not in the top sort of half a dozen second rowers. So.
Yeah, so
RTS was disappointing. Probably a loophole option this week. Are you going to put him in your top three backs or not? Who
Toby
knows?
Harris is back in.
Yeah, I heard he might drop out again.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Same with Isaac Luke. I don't know.
I don't think Isaac Luke will because he's 250th or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Unless they do drop him out and have a home game.
I saw Rusty
Yeah.
tweet about him through the week saying good luck or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was where he was doing some shooting. I didn't watch it.
yeah.
I watched him do the shooting. I didn't watch what he was saying, but he's a pretty good shot. I don't mind. Anyway, yeah. Probably going Dragons.
I'm going Warriors there for an upset. I'm just not filled with confidence for the.
Are you more hopeful that Sean Johnson will
yeah,
go well?
yeah, really hopeful. I need SJ to have a big one.
Yeah.
And RTS as well. Just
Yeah, I need RTS. I don't have a loophole for
I hate him.
RTS, so you've got the we'll talk about later.
Well, yeah, we will talk about that later.
I'll go. No, I think it'll be Ben Hunt again this week. I think it'll be lots of points.
I'm going SJ. Like I said, I think it'll be. I agree. There'll be lots of points.
Shit, I hope not.
Yeah.
And the Saturday afternoon game at ANZ with the Parramatta Eels take on the Gold Coast Titans.
Parramatta. I got nothing to say about Parramatta. Nathan Brown is there.
They got now the problem with this is what's his name? The little Pritchard hooker. He's gone.
Pritchard gone for the season.
So Reid Mahoney takes over, and they don't have a hooker on the bench now.
What's Jamin Salmon?
Is he like a wing fullback, centre wing fullback?
No idea.
There was talk about him earlier in the year. I don't know if it's the same bloke or not. Oh, actually, he might be a half. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly, I did no research on Parramatta because I don't care about.
If I click his name, I might bring it up. I'm sure he was a wing fullback, centre. 5'8". So maybe he will come on relieve Reid Mahoney. I was only concerned because I'd probably cut into Nathan Brown or minutes, or Nathan Brown could go to
Nathan Brown go hooker.
Hooker, yeah.
Yeah, could.
But I think Nathan Brown's locked into my team anyway. So
yeah,
he won't be a loophole.
He's had enough sort of decent scores in the last few weeks that he's got to earn his spot ahead of some others.
Yeah.
Particularly on the other team, Jai Arrow. Yes. He's the most concerning player in my team, besides RTS.
Yeah. Yes. He's back-to-back 20s, 25s.
Yeah. Low minutes, carrying lots of niggly injuries.
Yeah, that the MCL's just stopping him getting those tackle busts and line breaks because he can't.
Yeah.
He can't either step or power through tackles. So it's
been compounded by his minutes coming down to just 40 something.
Yeah.
Which
that's a worry.
Don't see changing.
I don't see it changing either. Especially if the Titans are gone now for the season.
Are they? Yeah, they are. Yeah. Trying to keep hope alive for them, but
so I don't know. They got some forward stocks. So I don't know. There's no need for him to play big minutes.
It'll probably just come down to how he feels in each game, which is not great for fantasy because you won't know going into it whether he's going to have 60 minutes or 40 minutes.
The good news is they've got Hipgrave in their team, who knows what's going to happen with him. He could get sent off for the whole match.
Yeah, but it doesn't help subs if he's sent off.
Will Matthews on the bench, who doesn't.
He'll get HIAs every week.
Exactly.
Every second week.
Who knows?
Yeah, so
they got one of those teams.
Arrow's one of those, if you've got the loophole option, he's probably one of those you might look to loophole a little bit.
Yep, definitely.
Just because, he's inconsistent at the moment.
Yep. And...
sorry.
Ryan James has only put in some 40s in the last few weeks.
Yeah, he hasn't scored tries, that's why.
Is this the week where he scores tries?
Look, it's Para. I mean, there's no reason why I can't.
Yep. I think...
Brimson, do you want to mention him coming off his biggest score? For
he got a try.
62?
He sort of outshone Taylor a little bit.
Lots of running.
Yeah, so good for him.
Line breaks and such.
Bad for those who sold him at the wrong time.
So here's your tip.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you would think Parramatta
Tip a draw.
should win, but they find ways to lose.
That's why I'm tipping Titans.
Yeah, and I'll go Parramatta.
I'm tipping Titans, and I'm tipping... Branko Lee for a double, or even a triple.
I'll go Parramatta, and I'll go Ryan James.
Yeah, nice. We have no idea what's happening in that game.
Exactly. All right, let's move on. Roosters and the Cowboys at Allianz Saturday night.
Yeah, it's the last game that Cronk and Thurston will share the field. They keep talking it up, so
yeah, right.
He'll probably hug him after the game, not like he didn't hug Smith.
Yeah, that's right.
Apparently they're all good.
They're good.
Madison's in the halves with Luke Keary, MCL injury.
Yep. Could be back for finals, but
yeah, he'll be back for finals.
It's a shame for Ryan Madison, although he played the bench last week.
He could score well, like tackles wise, in the halves, but it'll take away some of his run meters and.
Yeah, in the past when he's
Such.
played 5'8", he still finds ways to score points.
Yeah,
so,
he'll still run
yeah,
a fair bit, but
it's a bit more of a risk getting him though in the halves.
yeah,
Maybe. I don't know.
it helps their defence a lot though. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
it's all forwards out there then.
Yeah. Latrell, probably one of
Latrell,
the
yeah,
most
he's on
informed
fire.
players at the moment. And I know that
He's made Tedesco look second rate, even
Yeah.
though Tedesco's been scoring tries and scoring well as well.
Yeah.
So
he's coming up against Anari Tuala this week, and I
Yeah.
reckon he'll probably run straight over him as well.
yeah, red hot Roosters against an average Cowboys.
Yeah, Taumalolo's put a lot of 40s up lately. Just not,
Yeah, it's just he's got it in him. It's just
they're not interested. I don't know.
he's looking tired as well. They just give him the ball. It's like keep running it, mate. And it's just like
Yeah.
he's like I've been running all year and it hasn't worked. We'll keep doing it.
All right.
Yeah,
Clear Roosters win.
yeah, Roosters for sure.
I'm going to go Ryan Madison for a couple of tries.
Yeah, honestly, I can't pick between Tedesco, Mitchell, and Ferguson because I think it'll just come down to who scores the most tries.
Oh, I was going to say Ferguson's not a bad a loophole option as well if you want to centre wing fullback.
Yeah, he wouldn't be too bad, eh? Except they play fairly late in the week.
Yeah.
But
I'll be looking at him down the track.
I reckon Teddy will be the one this week that he'll get the most tries.
Yep. It's just gonna who gets 3 or 4 tries pretty much.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Sunday early game, the Sharks and the Manly Sea Eagles.
Yeah,
So,
Manly just chucking games away now, and
it's so disappointing because yeah,
Sharks have got that grindy style where they'll just win games from just being there.
Feeder's going quite well.
Yeah, he's doing
so
fine.
Don't have to worry about him at the moment, which is good. Paul Gallant's on the average.
Yeah, it's not. There's no
else.
concerns there for any of the Sharks boys.
Dugan's
Dugan's
an
back
extended
soon.
bench, maybe next week. Okay. Manly.
Manly, same guy scoring every week.
Yep. Tapau's name is starting in this week.
Yeah, it's,
Heard Coruscant's could be back as early as next week.
as long as he's not back this week, it's fine. Because Finu's playing good,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
yeah, so he'll likely get a start for my team ahead of Arrow.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't mind for now. I mean, Coruscant come back next week, to be honest.
yeah, well, yeah,
Or the week after, whatever. Next week. Or the week after.
yeah. Obviously, so the Trebojevich's DCE. Yeah, what's his name?
Which one?
And Tapau. Yeah, there's the
Tapau.
big guns there, and they all keep getting 50s even though they keep
Yeah,
losing. So.
yeah. Very good.
Yeah, stick with them.
Stick with
Having
them.
said that, the Sharks will do them easy.
Yeah, definitely. Sharks. Could be Ramian. The centre's just going quite well. Matt Moylan.
Nah, going big boy for feeder again.
Yes.
Why not stick with a winner?
Feeder v Tapau.
Yeah, I think that's why Tapau's starting again. Just
Val Holmes is on fire. Sorry, we forgot to mention him. He's on fire at the moment.
too late, mate. Too late.
Yeah.
Should have done it at the start of the year when people were talking him up.
I'm going to go Jesse Ramian.
Nice.
Okay, last game of the round. Panthers Canberra.
This will be a big scoring match that either team could
There'll
win.
be lots of missed tackles in this game.
There'll be lots of points. So one team will put on like 30 and then the other team will put on 32. Just don't know who's going to do it.
32-30.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice. We talked about Cleary. He's
Yeah,
sort of
he's-
stepping up again, so he's in the
His
talk.
score's going up, Maloney's going down.
Yeah.
Kikau is up and down
Yeah.
depending on whether he gets the ball.
It's probably, he can go big, but he's probably not in the top 6.
Your tip from last week, Munga Blake, got a try and did
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Did I pick him, did I?
No, you said he could score
Oh.
a few tries. You didn't pick him, but you said he'll go good.
Yeah.
You said he was a good option as a centre.
Oh, yeah.
I still wouldn't get him there.
No. If he was dual position, I'd think about it as a loophole option
Yeah.
later.
This week he'll score some tries, but
Kotrick back at, was he full? He played wing.
they
Abbey-
swapped.
Abbey
yeah.
played
He was
fullback,
he was named fullback, but they swapped.
Yep.
So yeah,
Could stop again. Doesn't matter.
no, I think Kotrick will start there.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Canberra, the season's done now. We can confirm that. I can't blame refs anymore.
Josh Hodgson, I know a couple of blokes, or one bloke in our league picked him up earlier. but let him down last week.
Yeah, he's always going to.
I don't think there's going to be lots of points up in the middle of this game. I don't know. It's going to be quite expansive. This game.
I think there'll be lots of errors, lots of tries, lots of tackle busts, lots of missed tackles.
I'm going to go Wonga Blake in a Panthers win.
I think Panthers will win. I want to go Cleary.
Yeah.
I think line breaks and tries will get him home.
If I was playing someone with Cleary this week,
I'd be worried.
who had Cleary against me, I'd be worried.
Cool.
All right, that's it. Let's get on to the what everyone's coming here to watch, the big matchups.
The end. Yeah, we'll start looking at the finals.
We'll look at the Viewers League first.
Look at it again. Yeah, look at the Viewers League.
Yeah. Okay. What do we want to look at?
Yeah, there's the ladder. Just quickly mention the ladder.
Quickly mention the ladder. CK extended his lead at the top. So we got CK, Pawnee, and the Scouts 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Let's not invite them next year.
Yeah. I've moved up to 4th.
You're in 4th, mate. Well done.
I'm playing against Wickets in 5th, so whoever wins that, it's going to be in the top 4.
Yep.
And whoever loses is probably going to be... Well, they could drop even further down.
But they'll still
be in the top 8, yeah.
Because
Definitely in the finals.
So Wickets 5th, Warringah Local 6th, Fung's Fantasy Fluke 7th, and Rob's MVPs. He's moved up into 8th now in the top 8.
Yeah.
So Lewis is in 9th, 2 points behind, needs to win. Dempsey's Dingbat, 2 points behind, needs to win.
Yeah.
Renegade, I don't think he's playing.
His points difference probably won't be good enough as well. Because those last two, they need to win, but then their points difference...
He plays me as well, so I'll stop. So I'll give you guys Dempsey and Lewis a chance because I'll knock over the Renegades for you.
Yeah, so...
But you need results to go your way.
Warringah Local, Funk's Fantasy Flukes, and Rob's MVPs are the ones at risk of dropping out of the 8.
Yeah, probably.
Whoever loses, their points difference won't be enough if someone behind them wins. So, having said that, if they all win, then they're all in the finals.
Yep.
But I think top 4 is too far for any of those guys.
Yeah.
So they basically got a week where it's whatever.
That's about it. We probably don't need to mention the guys below. We've got no chance.
It'll probably be a secondary finals thing, like they do for most people. So the next 8. I
think there were 4 of us last week who cracked 1,000 as well. I think it wasn't Robert Dumper.
That's your story. Go fixtures, mate.
Oh, yeah. Where are the fixtures?
Further up, you got to scroll. Need a coffee, mate. Need to have your coffee.
Round 20. But again, probably doesn't matter.
There was some big scores. Rob's MVPs especially. 1,022.
Well done, mate.
If I had a tip Cook as my captain, I would have beat that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, Fung's Fantasy Flukes also.
Lost with 1,000, that hurts.
And then you and me, yeah.
So I think they're all probably going to be comfortably, if they put up that form, they'll make the finals anyway, depending on who they play, obviously.
Yep. I think it was probably captain's choice that let a lot of those guys down.
Yeah. So we'll look ahead at the fixtures as well, quickly.
Okay.
Just to see what will shape the finals. I won't run through all of them, just the key ones. So yeah, Warringah Local's got to beat CK to guarantee finals. That's going to be a tough one.
I think you can.
Rob's MVP should dominate self-destruct, so that'll be right. Dempsey's Impacts needs a win against a top 4 team to make finals.
Good luck, mate.
Oh, I think he's in trouble though.
Good luck.
Pawnee's been putting up big scores. Fung's Fantasy Flukes has got Vanuku. I think he should get up.
Yep.
On recent form.
Next one's the big one.
Obviously, I'm playing Wickets, and my focus isn't on that game at all this week, so it's on the other league.
I'm playing the Renegades. I think Lewis plays the Shires squad, so Lewis has got a chance to make the top 8.
Yeah.
If he needs
so it might be Lewis coming in at the expense of like Warringah Local, maybe.
It's going to be close.
Yeah.
Or
having said that, yeah.
Yep.
Well, Dempsey's already out, so I mean, he needs to win.
It's a Fung, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Fung's in there, but so
Okay.
I can't see it changing too much.
Nah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Cool. All right, let's move on.
we'll move on to the big league, for us at least. Fantasy Football Legends, as it's known.
Yeah. So before we have a look at the actual matchups, we said last week there are a couple of key ones that will shape the top 8.
Yeah.
So Jimmy played Lewis. Jimmy lost. And Mrs. Bird won, so she made the top 8.
Yeah.
And then I played Luke
Yeah.
for the top 4. And
Yeah.
I won by a few points. So
Came fourth,
I came
so
fourth.
and Luke dropped down to 6th.
Yeah. All
So,
right.
yeah.
So you want to look at 5th versus 8th?
Yeah, we'll jump straight in. So the first matchup, 5th versus 8th. Double Deckers versus Mrs. Bird.
You got something to put up on the screen for everyone to look at here?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, good. So you're looking at what we're looking at.
Already at. Yeah, so the last few weeks,
Got some good info here, mate.
yeah, last round they've scored the exact same score, so
Ooh.
that's close. But the last couple of weeks before that, Double Deckers has had the edge.
Yeah,
And when they played each other in round 5, Double Deckers got up there too.
below 15 points.
Yeah. And none of them have won a premiership yet. I
So,
don't see it changing this year.
oh, you got premierships up there too.
Yeah.
Nice, very good.
Cool, moving on.
So you want to have a look at their teams?
Yeah, sure do. Yeah, so they both captained Cam Smith last week,
Yep,
which was
the wrong one.
the wrong one, but also
Have they both
surprising.
got cooked? Yeah, they both got cooked.
So that's obviously going to be a big part of the matchup is captaincies with all these matchups.
Ooh,
Um,
I'm a bit worried about Mrs. Bird's wing fullbacks.
yeah,
Katoa, Pereira, and she doesn't have much on the
they're not
bench.
great.
She's got Corey
Corey
Thompson.
Thompson, but
She's going to have to trade. She hasn't got many loophole options. Got no loophole options, really.
yeah,
And what about double deckers?
Double Deckers,
Maloney in the halves. Needs to sort that out.
yeah,
He's got Brimson, but probably don't want to be playing him.
got Arrow. That's,
Yeah, his bench is not
Barley.
terrible. Could go big.
Hartley. Yeah, he's got some guys who could score well.
Really
so,
no loophole options either, though.
Nah, he's got only Brimson as a scorer on the bench, really, and I don't know that you would.
Probably slight edge to double deckers.
I think so. I think
that back
Mrs.
line.
Bird needs Cleary to go big, and guys like Crichton. Fisher Harris even isn't really scoring enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Double Deckers should get home in that one.
Good double trade, though. She
On the
might have
backs.
two trades. But not much money there. Anyway.
There's not really good options like down the back that are definites, and she doesn't even have Latrell Mitchell, who's on fire.
Yeah.
So halves and fullbacks is really
Gagai
struggling.
against the Melbourne Storm is going to struggle, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Double Deckers will get home in that
On
one
double deckers too.
easily. So
All right. Move on to
6th versus 7th, which is Self-Destruct
that's Tiger
versus
Moon.
Tiger Moon.
The bogey team for,
6, yeah.
for
So
you and for me.
yeah. So as you can see there, the last few rounds, Self-Destruct's had the edge, except in round 18 where Tiger Moon from nowhere got a massive 958 and somehow won that match.
Stopped your unbeaten season.
And probably got him into the finals on the back of that too.
Probably, we might have to put this slide up somewhere on the wall. This is a memory.
But yeah, so without that, Luke's team Self-Destruct looks a little stronger, you would think. He's obviously the only one too with the premiership out of those two, and back in 2015.
So they played each other recently as well.
Yeah, round 19 they played each other. It was fairly close, 40 points in it.
40 points.
And both of them have Cook. Neither of them captained him last week as well. And
Yeah, I played Luke last week and he put the captain on for feeder, something
Yeah.
different. Nearly worked
he
out
scored
for him.
well.
Yeah.
The only real problem with Luke's team I see at the moment is Lewis in the halves and
Yep.
Mbai at the back.
Yep.
Well, actually, Jai Arrow in the front row too.
He hasn't got front row.
He's
front
got
row.
Tapau, but he's playing him in the second row. So you could
Oh yeah, put Martin.
put
Yeah.
Martin, shift Farrell,
Yeah,
shift.
but who's he going to lose?
He's got no one on the bench to bring it
He's
up.
going to have to play Arrow.
Yeah, so, but it could be worse.
I think he's got 2 trades left or something like that. So
Tiger Moon's got one of those teams that it's full of guys who are really inconsistent, who can go big.
yep,
He's got Milford, Gallen, Will Hopewadi,
Cody Walker,
Billy Slater. Yeah, so
But his bench is fairly deep. Oh, not deep, but they can also put scores up if
he's got the problem of who to run though. He's got like Orbison, Lewis, Mann on the bench, and obviously you're not going to run Mann or Tom Wright.
No, I think
But,
those will be the 4 he plays.
It's so hard to predict his team because of the guys that he's got in it.
Yep.
Even Sam Burgess sometimes is big. Ryan James.
Yeah, Ryan James could put on a monster this week.
So
dark horse.
Yeah, he's a risky sort of team to play against. Like he's one I don't want to come up against in the finals. And
I'd be happy to come up against him, but if he wins, it's just one of those weeks.
Well, that's the thing. It's you just got to cop it because there's nothing you can really predict about it.
Yep.
And
I think Milford
can just put on a big score.
Tiger, I think with Ryan James there, Milford could have a monster, but guys like Cody Walker, Billy Slater could just get 10 points or something like that. That's
the problem is their matchups this week.
Yeah.
Like Milford could go well against the Bulldogs, fair enough.
Yeah.
Cody Walker against the Storm, though, I don't see it happening.
And same with Slater.
Yeah, Slater against South. That'll be a lot more defending in that game. So.
But, I don't know, Arrow and Lachlan Lewis are a bit of a worry as well, so could go either way. I'm going to pick self-destruct just because it's a bit safer.
I think you'll get home. I think you'll get home well, too. I think...
reckon?
Yeah, I just think some of those guys at Tiger Moon will just fail.
Yep.
And leave him short by 100 points.
Yep. 100 points?
Yeah, 100.
No,
Big
I
hunch.
think it'll be similar to last game, 30 to 40 points.
Fair enough.
Alrighty, so that's the bottom. They're the elimination games.
Yep. So loser of those ones are out, and the winner will play, obviously, the loser of the next couple of games. But the next game, second versus third.
Yeah.
Some real contenders here.
These
Former guest of the show.
Yeah.
His time with Leeds versus the Golden Apple.
Jeez, I would not have thought the Golden Apple's got more form coming in.
No, exactly. His form's been very strong.
Yep.
He's sort of snuck up there because everyone's winning, so he hasn't moved up positions.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Got some good scores there.
999, 892, 803. He's outscored Lewis the last 3 weeks. So.
Ooh, that is music to my ears.
And the last time I played was the first match up of the season in round 2, so you can't really take too much out of that.
Very nice. No premierships there?
No premierships between them.
Is this the year?
Except in cricket, maybe.
Do they?
Didn't Golden Apple win? Didn't Kirky win the?
No, we've only played 2 seasons. I won both.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh no, he just beat me. That's all. Fair enough. We'll forget that.
We tied, but I had a better rank on the ladder. All right, anyway. So he signed with Leeds. Did pick Cook as captain last week.
Tied.
Yeah, we tied.
Yeah, no, he beat me. I was going to say the year
okay.
before.
Yeah, okay.
Knocked me out. Sorry, we'll go off sidetrack to cricket.
Still dirty about that.
Yeah, so he outscored. He signed with Leeds last week. 999.
Still with the captain role.
Cam Smith as captain.
Yeah.
It's got a very good team.
Yeah.
It's very, very similar to mine, except for where it's better.
Well, that's the problem. Well, they both have Cleary, so that's
Yeah, the Cleary cancel each other out.
Yeah.
You got DeBellin versus Crichton, which I'd probably put the Crichton ahead. There's no Tapau, is there, for?
He signed with Leeds.
Oh, that's
that
could be a big error, and there's no
Fafita
on the other end. So that's a huge matchup in that game.
Yeah.
Where they play each other.
They play each other. That's
There's
exciting.
a lot that could swing either way.
Yeah.
Both have Nathan Brown. Hodgson on the bench up against Farah. I think Farah would have the edge there.
Yep. They both got Fanu. They both got Brown.
Tommy Turbo versus RTS.
Yeah,
And I think
probably give the edge
Golden
to-
Apple, I think, has the edge in these close matchups.
and
Although Munster versus DCE,
yeah, could go either way.
Yeah, come back. Bit of a swing.
And it's Aiken versus Mitchell.
I don't know how trades are.
I think Lewis is pretty good with trades. I think he's got a similar amount to you.
Both of them, if they had trades, would probably look to move on Arrow and bring in the forward they don't have, like a feeder or...
There's really... The loophole options is Lachlan Lewis, which is not... It's
Yeah,
not horrible, but there's no loophole option for the bench, really. Oh, well, unless you...
Yeah, I don't think... I think it's more trading, whether they trade their way to a better position.
Give the edge to Golden Apple.
Yeah, at the moment I would, yeah.
Yeah, so would I.
And again...
I like Latrell. I like Tapau. I like Crichton.
Yeah.
I like Tommy
Farah.
Turbo.
I like Farah.
I like Farah.
That's a big one.
He's only got 2 trades, Lewis. Use them wisely. No,
Fair enough.
so yeah, no premierships.
So yeah, so I'm tipping...
Tipping Golden Apple by
Yeah.
actually, I think he by about 30 or 40.
And I
Again.
don't know how the matchups work out, but I think if Lewis loses, he might have to play against Luke or Tiger Man.
Okay.
So it's not one you want to lose.
No. Oh,
Well, neither of them
don't
are,
want
really.
to lose any. All right, so move on to the big one.
The big match
Which one am I going?
to the end. Yeah. First versus fourth.
I was lucky to get into 4th, to be honest. One of those seasons.
Rayner's Bludgers.
Yep.
Came from nowhere. Real rags to riches story. No. Defending champion.
I'll be honest. I'll give you props. This season's been one of the most flawless seasons I've seen from any
Except
team.
when I lost to Tiger Man 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
fuck that.
But that was like,
I lost by 100 too.
yeah, it was during the buys or the end of the buys.
It's after the wires, round 8, yeah.
So there were players that sat out.
And my team was solid. I haven't
Yeah,
traded
exactly.
since then.
You,
It was the
you-
exact same team that scored 1,000 this week.
You've also managed your trades really well. 6 left. So I think if anyone's going to emulate someone's season, I'll be looking at yours. I think
Yeah.
my season's been pretty close to yours. I had to trade some keepers out. Nathan Brown early in the season, Ryan Madison, Josh Dugan,
Yeah.
and there was somebody else. So there were 4 keepers I had to trade out. It's probably been the difference.
I've been lucky with that. Basically, the guys I've traded out have been failures,
Yeah.
like your Brody Crofts and that.
Yeah.
But the guys I've brought in have either done a job or made a lot of money.
Yep.
And my team's just been able to tick along. I haven't really burnt trades, especially I saved trades during the buys.
Yep.
Well, in the last buy, I used 3 trades.
Yeah.
And I still got 6 left.
Yep.
So I'm trade heavy. I can trade if I need to. I don't know that I need to. Yeah, it's more the eliminations I'm worried about than this one. But so yeah, looking at the last few weeks. Last week we both got over 1,000. And the week
Pretty
before,
similar, yeah.
similar scores because our teams are real similar. Round 18 was that miserable week where I lost, and you would have beat me by 40 points. I think that was down to captaincy choices as well,
Yeah, probably.
which I've been getting wrong every week.
Yeah.
Premierships, obviously, I won last year. You won the year before, so there's a lot of pride involved in this one.
Oh, yeah.
And the last time we played, back in round 8, I got up slightly by 11. All our games are really close.
That was the game I brought in Dugan and had to trade him straight back out.
Yeah, it's no good. So he's going to move along with our teams.
Level of the teams.
And if you pay attention, this one you'll see that they're pretty much exactly the same, except for the bottom of the bench and the halves.
Yeah.
I've got Johnson, you got Reynolds.
Yep.
You ran Sailor in there last week, which is a massive error. But
Big
we're
time.
both using Sailor as a loophole for halves.
Yeah. I was going to bring him in, but I was going to bring him in this week.
While I loopholed him out for Arrow, and so I got Finu's score last week,
Yeah.
which got me over the 1,000. Obviously, you went Cook last week, which is the big correct choice up against Smith. I think that's going to be another 50-50 between us.
Yeah.
And I'll probably be going Cook. I don't even care that you know that.
I think you have to after last week.
Coming off 88.
It'd be silly to do it again or not do it again and him put up another 80. So, I think I like your bottom 4 better just because you've got Osako.
Yeah, I'm using Sarko for loopholes with RTS.
RTS is a concern.
I'm probably loopholing Arrow and Finu again as well.
And I'll be doing that exact same thing.
And I'll probably cash out Luke Lewis.
Yeah.
So I have another red dot in case I want to loophole both Osako and Finu or whatever.
So ideally 2 red dots, loophole position, loophole bench.
Yeah, that's the idea.
If you don't mind, I'll just talk about my plan.
No,
I,
you don't
I
have
don't,
to.
I don't care if you know or anything. Just for everybody else out there. So
How many trades you got left first?
I've only got 2 trays left.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Obviously, the big choice for you is whether you use them now and,
I won't be.
and punish your team
No, I won't
later,
be.
or if you hold trades.
I won't be because I don't.
Eliminations.
I don't have. I've got 2 red dots already, so that's fine. But I don't have cover for my centre. So
Yeah.
and I'm also I'm worried about Arrow, but I'll need to.
so
If I trade him out, I won't have cover for a front row forward. So
Dropped in value too, quite a bit. He's he's like 600 or something.
Yeah, I know, it's annoying. I do have a couple hundred green in the bank though, so it's not too worry. So yeah, if I trade out Arrow, I'm going to need to bring in another front row forward to cover that position because I don't. It'll probably be Ryan James, but I'm not going to do it this week.
Yeah.
And Fainu could be out
Well, that's a problem too. Yeah, if
next week.
he's back soon,
Yeah, week after.
he'll likely go back to a bench maybe, which is even worse.
Yeah, that's probably the time where I'll use 2 trades. So I'll bring in another front row forward for Arrow or whoever's not doing well, and I'll bring in I want to bring in a centre wing fullback to cover those 2 spots.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I've got Lewis there, he can cover a half if need be. But I think you still need to. I mean, I know it's the end of the season. You could probably go week to week if you've got the trades. You don't need to cover all the positions, but if you run out of trades, you probably need to have positions covered.
Yeah.
Or hope that they don't get injured or whatever.
Just guns, mate. Just need guns.
Yeah, but so that's my plan. Wait till Fanu's gone and get a centre wing fullback and the best probably front row forward or whoever's for the bench loophole. Right. That way I can loophole half because I've got Sailor there, and I can loophole centre wing fullback because I've got Sailor and Olive.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my plan. So I probably won't be using 2 trades.
Yeah, so just on that, so obviously if you're looking at this late, looking at having the loophole options, obviously you want to look at guys who play as late as possible in the week.
Yeah.
And not just this week, but in the weeks to come.
For your red dots, you mean?
For your red dots, yeah. So that you can, that flexibility, you can use that all the way through the weekend.
For your loophole options that are actually playing, you want them to play early.
You want them to play. You want the guys who you're not sure about to play before your red dot or loophole guys.
Yeah.
But you should know about that by now.
Yeah.
But I think the teams you'll be looking at the moment, I think Canberra and Cronulla have quite a few late games in the rounds.
Yep.
Especially in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But whether there's any decent guys there that cover the positions you want is another thing as well. So.
Yep. So I think this game's going to come down to if Zarko goes well.
Yeah.
And then it's just Sean Johnson versus Reynolds.
The big concern I have is what value for Asako is enough to loophole him against RTS.
Yeah.
Because RTS's scores have been miserable.
But
if Asako goes 40, it's not great. And then if I could loophole myself out of a victory by playing him ahead of someone like RTS, who I know you'll have to play.
Yeah.
Well, I'm suspecting you'll have to play.
I will.
And that's a headache that I'll have. But that's the problem with loopholes. It's if they score big or small, it's easy, whether you loophole or not. It's when they're in that mid-range.
You have the option to also, because you've got plenty of trades. I think you've got money in the bank from trading Sailor. So
I have a little bit.
You could loophole. You could trade out Lewis for your red dot, and you could trade Arrow to somebody. You're already thinking about that, aren't you? Dodgy fucker.
Yeah,
to give yourself that extra loophole option.
Yeah, the problem is with trading out Arrow, it comes down to positions. Then it's like I don't know which positions I want to cover. Who are like the likely loophole candidates? Because even someone like Taumalolo, right? He's not scoring well in the last few weeks. But it's one of those guys who you can't really drop him either.
Yeah.
And it comes down to even the centres. Like Mitchell and Aiken. Aiken's form slumped a little bit. But a few weeks ago, Mitchell was the one who was not even in the top 5 for centres. And then suddenly he scored 2 massive scores in a row. And everyone who doesn't have him is struggling. So a lot of it's coming down to luck as well.
I think you are going to trade Arrow for Because you could trade it for another best centre wing fullback, like a Tommy Turbo
SM Masters or something.
or an SM Masters, or you could trade it for just the top player. I think who's McInnes is at the top of the list.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, all the players you don't have.
I looked at both of those options, to be honest, and I'm not decided either way.
Yeah, but the good thing is you got the trades. You can fix it up.
Yeah, well, the
If you
thing
need
is, if I use 2 trades, I'll have 4 trades left.
Yeah, just
And
playing, especially if you get the win.
yeah, true. And even if I don't, my team's solid. That there's not really urgent. I could only see 1 or 2 sideways trades needing to happen, like someone like Finding or something like that. Like there's no
You could, yeah.
urgent.
You could possibly trade to. You could possibly trade Arrow to a Reynolds.
The problem, which
To
you
cover.
might be able to speak on this from last week, there is also a danger to trading out scores.
Yeah,
Just because you trade someone doesn't
that's
mean
true.
you're improving your team.
it's 100% true.
If you got rid of someone like Brimson last week,
Put up a 60 odd.
Put up
Didn't
60.
expect that.
and so yeah, it's possible you can trade yourself out of a victory. Hope that doesn't happen. But yeah,
I'm picking you to win by. I actually think Osaka is going to have a really good game, so I think you've
I'm
got
really
me
hoping
covered
so.
by 30 or 40.
I think if he scores above 45, I'll take that.
Yeah,
Like,
and
because RTS has been shit.
Reynolds against Melbourne Storm, I don't see him putting on a monster.
RTS last time against the Dragons as well, I
Yeah.
think he didn't even get to 20.
Yeah, Sean Johnson against the Dragons, it could go either way.
Yeah, well, that's my other concern is Sean Johnson has been up and down as well. And Reynolds has been fairly consistent for you. So anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got nothing much more to add to that.
Cool,
Yeah,
that's it.
looking ahead, that's
it.
yeah. Good luck if you're playing your own head-to-head leagues in finals, and good
Hope-
luck if
yeah.
you're in our viewers league and you need to win unless you're wickets and hope you lose.
Hope we gave you something to think about in terms of the loophole options, what you can do, and think about your own
Yep.
kind of options and trades and that kind of thing.
And
While looking at ours.
yeah, finish strong.
Yeah, cool. I don't know if we'll be on next week.
We'll see. Depends on who wins. Whoever loses has to do the show by themselves.
Well, I'm worried. I'm on a cruise, and I'm worried that
On a boat.
I won't be able to do all my loophole options as the games go. So, I can use
Yeah.
that. I can use that as an excuse anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I'm not sure if we'll be on. So
You could always throw the match. Just put all your
I want to do that.
bench guys on that aren't going to score. So I can just win. And you don't have to worry about it.
I want to make it interesting still.
Yep, cool. Fair enough.
But I certainly won't be using my 2 trades because I will want them
I'll be using
later
that
in the season.
Sweet.
Alrighty,
Cool. See you next
good
time.
luck. See ya.
Bye.